Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School boys soccer team here at Mustang Field, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain, and welcome you aboard for tonight's high school boys soccer game. It's also senior night here at Laurel Highlands as they honor the senior members of the boys soccer team. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We'll be back with the senior night festivities after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School for senior night festivities for the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner, for tonight's senior night festivities.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School and Mustang Field. Tonight, the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the Colonials of Albert Gallatin in a boys section soccer game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also senior night here at Laurel Highlands. We ask everyone, if you would, to please direct your attention now down to the 50-yard line as we meet tonight's seniors. For Laurel Highlands, our first senior is Todd Brown. Todd is being escorted by his parents, Nancy Brown and Robert Brown. He has been playing soccer for 14 years. His school activities is National Honor Society, Penn State Fayette and United Bank 4.0 Club, highest honor roll. He plays for PFU, Spanish Club, SAD Club, Fayette County Youth Soccer Travel Team, and Independent Soccer League. His most memorable moment is scoring a free kick against Ringgold. After graduation, he plans to attend college and study pharmacology. His special thank you goes out to his parents, his coaches, and his teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Brown. Our next senior is Jerry Freider. Jerry's being escorted by his parents, Tricia and Jerry Freider. He's been playing soccer for 13 years. His school activities include National Honor Society, math team competition, and French club. His most memorable moment is sitting on the bench while slowly slipping into a state of hypothermia. After graduation, he plans to attend college for engineering. His special thank you goes out to his parents and his family. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Freider. Our next senior is Dominic Marchella. Dominic is being escorted by his mother and his father, Tony and Terry Marchella. He has been playing soccer for 13 years. His school activities include the Fayette County Youth Soccer Club, the PA West Travel Soccer, South Union Indoor Soccer, the Courtyard Beautification Club, SAD, Dr. Seuss Family Reading Night, and voted most school spirit by his senior class. His most memorable moment is earlier this year in his senior year beating Bell Vernon 2-1. After graduation, he plans to go to college and major is yet to be determined. His special thank you goes out for his parents for giving him his amazing life, his coaches for bringing them this far, and his friends for always making him laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Marchella. Our next senior is Alec McClay. Alex is being escorted by his parents, Richard and Renee McClay. He has been playing soccer for 14 years. He's a member of the Laurel Highlands baseball team. He is the kicker for the Laurel Highlands football team. He's a member of SAD, Church League basketball, and a member of the American Legion baseball team of Fayette County. His most memorable moment is beating Greensburg-Salem 2-0 in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs in his junior year. After graduation, he plans to study sports psychology. College is yet to be decided. Special thank you goes out to his parents, his siblings, his grandparents for always being there for him. Also to Jerry and to his teammates. He loves you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex McClay. Our next senior is Connor Rapp. Connor's being escorted by his parents, Brent and Christy Rapp. He's been playing soccer for 13 years. His school activities is National Honor Society, Junior Achievement, Penn State 4.0 Club, Ski Club, SAD, the Academy of Finance, Boys Middle School Assistant Coach. He plays for Fayette County Youth Soccer and the Century United, and he is currently playing for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds Development Academy. His most memorable moment is winning his first Riverhounds game after his team scored a goal in the last 2 minutes of the game. His future plans is to attend York College and play soccer and study pre-med. His special thank you goes out to his parents and his family and to the Riverhounds Academy staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Rapp. Our next senior is Dylan Rice. Dylan's being escorted by his mother, Carrie Brow, and his father, Todd Rice. He has been playing soccer for 14 years. His activities includes a member of the Laurel Highlands swim and dive teams. He placed 13th in last year's state diving championship. He has maintained highest honors throughout his entire high school years and is a member of the Ski Club and the Manufacturing Academy. His most memorable moments is all the fun times at California University summer camps. After graduation, he plans to go to college and pursue a degree in technology. His special thank you goes out to his mother, his dad, his sisters, to all the coaches, his teammates, and his friends for always supporting him. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Rice. Our final senior is Braden Steele. Braden's being escorted by his mother, Bobby Jo Firestone, and his father, Howard Firestone. He has been playing soccer for 14 years. His school activities include the quiz team, National Honor Society, Junior Achievement, math competition, the Laurel Highlands Musical, and Laurel Highlands Choir. His most memorable moment is scoring a 30-yard screamer against Soup in a pointless 5-0 JV game to make the score 5-1. After graduation, he plans to continue college playing soccer at a college level and study political science. Special thank you goes out to his coaches, teammates for always pushing him to become better, and especially to my parents for supporting him for all the many years and all those years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, Braden Steele. Congratulating our seniors this evening is our superintendent, Dr. Wallace, our principal, Mr. Diamond, school board member, Mr. Tom Landman, and our coaches.
That concludes tonight's senior night festivities. Stay tuned. We'll have the lineups right after this. Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends. We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about ready for tonight's starting lineups. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner.
And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School in Mustang Field, where again, the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the Colonials of Albert Gallatin in a boys section soccer game. We ask if you would direct your attention now down to the soccer field as we meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for our visitors, the Albert Gallatin Colonials, under the head coaching of Jeremy Kiefer and Ephraim Yoder and Tim Flecker. They come in today's contest with an overall record of 2-9-1. Here is their starting lineup. A senior, number 11, Luke Tarsi. A senior, number 2, Adam Simon. A senior, number 3, Josh Francic. A junior, number 12, Logan Embacher. A junior, number 5, Nate Sutton. A sophomore, number 24, James Baylash. A sophomore, number 4, Christian Francic. sophomore, number 13, Mark Flecker. A freshman, number 16, Kaylin Stieber. A freshman, number 17, Christian Stieber. And a sophomore, the goalkeeper, Christian Hicks. And now the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Under the head coaching of Jerry Rogers and assisted by Jerry Rogers, they come in today's contest with an overall record of 8-4-1. Here is their starting lineup. A senior, number 7, Alec McClay. A senior, number 26, Todd Brown. A senior, number 8, Braden Steele. A senior, number 21, Dominic Marchella. A senior, number 10, Dylan Rice. A senior, number 4, Jerry Freider. A junior, number 33, Dylan Seaman. A junior, number 20, Jeremy Abraham. A junior, number 11, Colby Davis. A junior, number 25, Eli Mitchell. And the goalkeeper, junior, Jacob Campbell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would to please rise. And gentlemen, we ask if you would to please remove your hats in the singing of our national anthem from the 50-yard line from Laurel Highlands senior, Lauren Schiffbauer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And good luck to both teams.
Another great job there from Lauren Schiffbauer. We're back with the start of tonight's match. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School, just about ready for the start of tonight's match. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin, the Mustangs' senior night game. Laurel Highlands entering this match 8-4-1 overall, 4-3-1 in conference play. Albert Gallatin 2-9-1 overall, 1-7 in the conference. Laurel Highlands trying to hold on to third place in the conference right now. Mustangs, as we said, at 4-3-1. Trinity sitting at 4-4. Ringgold and Bell Vernon, they're playing for the conference title tonight. Ringgold at 6-0-2, Bell Vernon at 6-1-1. Mustangs defending the goal to our left. Colby Davis gets things started, sending it back to Dylan Seaman, and we're underway. Our match officials here today, Tom Marquardt and Rick Medveds. Mustangs send it back to Jacob Campbell over Alec McLay. Logan Embacher trying to come forward there for Albert Gallatin. The Colonials with 3 seniors, 2 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. And their starting lineup here today, Laurel Highlands with 6 seniors and 5 juniors. Mustangs playing their normal modified 5-3-2. Trying to work up a through ball there to Colby Davis. Colonials knock it down. Mark Flecker sending it off on the far side. Adam Simon, one of the co-captains for Albert Gallatin, pressured there by Braden Steele. Off a steal and out. Colonials try to go quickly with a lob down on the far side. Out of the range of Christian Franzik. And Jerry Freiter will send it back in for the Mustangs. Freiter getting a senior day start here today for Laurel Highlands. AG resetting to Christian Stieber in the midfield, down the near wing, but too far for Luke Tarsi. The Mustangs with Alec McLay and Colby Davis up front. No surprise there. Eli Mitchell, the left outside mid position today. Dylan Seaman in the center mid and Dom Margella in the right midfield position. Those have been pretty constant throughout the course of the season. The center backs tonight, Jerry Freiter and Dylan Rice. The sweepers, Jeremy Abraham. The stoppers are Todd Brown and Braden Steele with Jacob Campbell in goal. AG a little pressure to start this match. A little lob into the box. Turnaround attempt there from Nate Sutton, unable to get a shot away, and Braden Steele breaking back for the Mustangs. Steele at a line drive down the far side, too far there for Alec McLay, deflected off of Albert Gallatin's Logan Embacher going out. Mustangs go quickly, forward to Colby Davis, top of the 18, a little flick back to Dylan Seaman, off to his right to Dom Margella out of his range, and out of play for an Albert Gallatin throw-in taken here by Christian Stieber. The Colonials playing a 4-3-3 here today with Christian Franzik, the sophomore, up front with Nate Sutton and Justin Baylash. In the midfield today, Adam Simon, Luke Tarsi, and Christian Stieber. Josh Franzik, Logan Embacher, Mark Flecker, and Kalen Stieber in the back for the Colonials with Christian Hicks, the sophomore, in goal. Both of these teams kind of feeling each other out here for the first 2.5 minutes. AG shown some pretty good ball control, though, for a team that entered the match with a 2-9-1 overall record. As we said, 1-7 in the conference. The Colonials' lone win over Uniontown. The Red Raiders and the Colonials splitting their season series. Uniontown defeating Albert Gallatin in the Colonials' last match. It was Uniontown's senior day over at Bill Powers Stadium. Red Raiders won that match by a score of 3-2. AG's only other win this season came over Wash High back on September the 5th. Dylan Seaman will poke up to Alec McLay. Going through Colby Davis. On the back line, touched back out by Christian Stieber. On the near boundary, Luke Tarsi trying to pull it over. Brown knocks it down, over to Seaman. Dylan will poke back to Braden Steele. Resetting on the back line to Jerry Freiter. Touches it off on the far side, through Steele, over to Mitchell. Seaman a touch, back to Eli. Eli a little break down the far wing. Slowed down there by Josh Franzik, one of the senior co-captains for Albert Gallatin. Sending it out on the far side. Quick throw in to be taken here by Eli Mitchell. Mitchell over to Dylan Seaman, far side. Shot with the left foot, blocked out in front. Deflected over to Braden Steele. Steele top of the 18, fires high. Goal kick up coming here for Albert Gallatin. Still plenty of daylight, a little bit of an early varsity start here today. 6 o'clock for the Laurel Highlands senior night. I actually play a junior varsity game after the varsity match here today. Jeremy Abraham on the backside. A little pressure from Albert Gallatin trying to break back. Nice run here from Adam Simon. Mustangs slow it down. Dylan Seaman battling Justin Baylash. Mustangs trying to find Dom Margella. And Dom gets it there. We'll poke up to Todd Brown. And now Braden Steele. Steele low ball through McAlay. A little misplay, though, from Josh Franzik. McAlay trying to stay with it. Battling Franzik on the far side. Last touch by Josh going out. Will be a Mustang corner kick to be taken by Eli Mitchell. Almost 5 minutes in, the Mustangs and the Colonials scoreless. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. Laurel Highlands winning 8-0 at Albert Gallatin earlier on this year. Mitchell into the box. Seaman a little header, and that one hits the crossbar and goes over the top for an Albert Gallatin goal kick. Mustangs trying to regain some of that form we saw earlier on this season. Laurel Highlands has lost 3 of their last 4, including 3 straight in the conference. Coming off a 5-0 setback against Ringgold on the road last time out at Joe Montana Stadium. Lone win during that stretch, a 10-0 non-conference win at Southmoreland. Quick whistle from the far side. A little miscommunication between our 2 match officials here today. Tom Marquardt and Rick Medvitz. One had Laurel Highlands getting the ball. The other had AG getting the ball. They'll get together. Give the throw in to Jerry Freiter and the Mustangs. Into Todd Brown. A little header there. Braden Steele. A little pressure on Adam Simon. Simon will poke out a play on the far side. Steele now to reset. Lob back in. Headed there by McAlay. Bodied down by Josh Franzik. Trying to send it out. Seaman knocking it down there for Laurel Highlands. Works off to his right now, back to his left. Looking for open space. Seaman still with it. Low ball forward over to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell trying to track it down far side. And the ruling is out of play. He thought he had it inside that far boundary. It ruled an Albert Gallatin goal kick. Mustangs have clinched a playoff spots. Certainly battling some injuries throughout the course of the season. You saw during the senior night festivities, one of the Mustangs unable to play the rest of the way, Connor Rapp. Still had a crutch on him when walking out for senior night festivities. Mustangs also lost Zach Mansberry earlier on this season. Tough when you're playing shorthanded for sure. Dylan Seaman off to Jerry Freiter again. Looking there for Mitchell. Nice run forward. Eli on that far side looking for the cross out in front. Goes right to Christian Hicks, who makes the save. The Albert Gallatin sophomore keeper. Albert Gallatin coached by Jeremy Kiefer. Jerry Rogers now in his 3rd year as Laurel Highlands head coach. A little foul here at midfield. Call there on Nate Sutton. The Mustangs will have a free kick. Just on the edge of the Albert Gallatin zone. Almost 8 minutes in, this match still scoreless. Todd Brown to take it. Going through Seaman. Knocked down by McAlay. Alec on the far side. Low ball back over to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell on the cross out in front. Headed just high and wide. Ruling, though, last touch by Albert Gallatin going out. Corner kick here for the Mustangs. Trying to go quick here with Mitchell from the far side. Mitchell fires it into the box. Knocked down by Seaman. Steele resets just outside the 18. Works to his right. Little open space. Fires. Low shot blocked out in front there by Christian Stieber. AG trying to get it out of the zone. A little poke there from Adam Simon. But Dylan Seaman able to regain over to Todd Brown from 25 out. Fires. Low ball right towards the goal. And the save made by Christian Hicks. Hicks a high lob. Edge of the Colonial zone. A little scrum for it. McClay able to play it over to Colby Davis. Trying to touch it down to Dom Margella. And Dom trying to work his way around Luke Tarsi. Dom. Going to pull it back now to Seaman. Pressured there by Mark Flecker. Dillon stays with it. Justin Baylash steps in. Seaman tries to regain. Baylash, a little elbow throw in there. Those two push. Now play stopped. I thought Baylash initiated the contact there. Might have a card issued. Now Braden Steele coming over to talk to one of our match officials. Possible warning issued here to Laurel Highlands. I was down when the co-captains were meeting at midfield, and our crew of Tom Marquardt and Rick Medvitz stressing to the captains, take control of the rest of your team. If you see somebody a little heated up, try to settle your teammates down. We saw during the Laurel Highlands girls senior night, had 3 cards shown, 1 red, 2 yellow. And our crew trying to prevent that from happening here tonight. First change of the night made by the Colonials.
Into the game for Albert Gallatin, number 15, Hunter Sexton.
And Hunter Sexton, the freshman, wearing a cast on his right arm. We'll see his first match action of the night. Game's been pretty balanced early on. Still scoreless. Steele battling Nate Sutton. Sutton doing double duty during the fall season. Also plays on the Albert Gallatin football team as well. It's not only just a kicker, plays out in the fields, has to make for a busy fall for Nate Sutton. AG taking the throw in, but the Mustangs picking up a quick possession there with Eli Mitchell, side of the box. Shot attempt blocked, deflected back to Jerry Freiter. It'll poke forward and cleared out by Adam Simon. And all the way back to Jacob Campbell. Comes outside the box. Settles it down and lobs it back here on the near side. Looking for Todd Brown. Deflected back there by Mark Flecker. Now Adam Simon will run it down here for the Colonials. Simon on the backside. Trying to get around Jerry Freiter. And ball goes off at Jerry and outs. Simon to take the quick throw in here for the Colonials. And now he'll allow a couple of his teammates to get back in position. And it sets something up here. Into Sutton. Sutton side of the box. Abraham defending. Crosses, but out of play. Last touch, though, by the Mustangs going out. So it'll be a quick corner here for Nate Sutton. Brown showing a little frontal here. On the cross out in front, just deflected wide. A little early action on the Colonials side. Justin Baylash, the sophomore striker, had the deflection, just sent it to the keeper right of Jacob Campbell. Campbell at a low ball. Went through Steele, off to Mitchell on a lob down to Colby Davis and right to the top of the box. Christian Hicks making the save there for Albert Gallatin. Hicks on the lob back to center. Baylash playing hacky sack with it. Over to Mark Flecker. Pressure there by Braden Steele. And here's Steele, a nice little run forward. Braden Steele off to his left to Alec McLay. And the pass through McLay. Out the backside and out of play for an Albert Gallatin goal kick. 26:46 left here in the first half. It's looking for our first goal of the match. Hicks playing it back to center. Pressure there by Seaman. Deflected off over to Christian Stieber. Touch there from Flecker. Going wide of Hunter Sexton. Mustangs on the near boundary. Lob down to Colby Davis. Davis working off to his left. Centers off to Braden Steele. Now Todd Brown, edge of the box. Brown a little lob going wide here in the near side. Laurel Highlands, a couple of nice opportunities there trying to create as we approach the midway stages of this first half. AG sending it out there to Christian Stieber. Back to center. Sutton getting a piece of it. Lobbing it forward. Baylash is there. Defending is Dylan Rice. Hunter Sexton making a charge down the near wing. Sexton goes down. A little collision there with Rice. Ball deflects out of play. We'll go over to Laurel Highlands. Margella to take the throw in. And Dom sends it back to center. Over Colby Davis. A little slip there on the back line. The regain from Josh Franzik. Sending it out of play. Another Mustang throw in. Margella again to take it. Down to Colby Davis. Davis off to his left. Looking for space. Pokes it over to Seaman. Down to Braden Steele. Steele on the far side. Works back to his right. Deflected off of a Colonial. Over to Alec McClay. And now Steele again, top of the box. Braden Steele, a little lob, just going high. Now whistle. It's the goal kick. Adam Simon defending there for the Colonials, and a change as Hunter Sexton will check out. Checking in, Luke Tarsi, and we'll take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We're back underway. Seaman sending it off to Todd Brown. Poke forward, down to McClay. Alec McClay dancing in the box, went down. Just solid defense that time from Josh Franzik. Now the Colonials try to set something up here with Nate Sutton. Nice little run forward. Sutton on the far side. Line drives it, looking there for Baylash on the through ball. Rice defending as it goes back to Jacob Campbell. Campbell on the quick boot back to center. Colonials again knock it down. Forward here to Mark Flecker. Jeremy Abraham stepping in. Sending it off to Eli Mitchell. Now Braden Steele. Seaman and now Brown. Todd Brown up to Margella. Margella on the near side. Poking it off to Todd Brown. Brown going low. And AG clearing it out with Josh Franzik. Margella on the reset. Into Davis. AG trying to break back. And Dylan Seaman, a little run in with Luke Tarsi. We'll take a quick break here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Re-entry for the Colonials, number 15, Hunter Sexton.
Hunter Sexton back in on the Albert Gallatin side. A push there from Baylash in the back of Dylan Rice. The foul will go on Justin Baylash. Free kick now for the Mustangs. The keeper Jacob Campbell will take it. Baylash may be doing a little trash talking out there with Todd Brown. Touch there from Sexton. Simon letting it go back to Christian Stieber, losing it there to Braden Steele. Steele on the low ball, and on his horse coming forward, Colby Davis getting the first goal of the night. Colby Davis on the nice run ahead, finishing things off for the Mustangs. The goal coming here at the 22:07 mark of the first half, putting the Mustangs up 1-0. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's soccer game is being brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Lemontowski and Surgical Associates, 10 Highland Park Drive here in Uniontown. They can be reached at 724-439-6340. Good luck to the area teams from Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
Colby Davis getting the match's first goal. Almost 18 minutes in. The Mustangs strike first here on senior night. Looking to add on. McLay off to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell, nice little run down the far side on the cross back. Going to Marchella. Sends it in the back of the net. So the Mustangs with 2 goals within 30 seconds of one another.
Laurel Highlands goal by number 21, Dominic Marchella.
Dom Marchella making it 2-0 Mustangs, and we're back again in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
The 2 Laurel Highlands goals actually coming 19 seconds apart. Colby Davis and Dom Marchella. Just like that, it was a scoreless match, now 2-0 in favor of Laurel Highlands. Quick strike the Mustangs have been looking for over the last couple of weeks. Looking to regain their form before the WPIAL playoffs. Davis again coming loose in the box. A little poke out there from Josh Franzik. Going out to play in front of the Colonials bench. Waiting for an official ruling here because it's going to be Albert Gallatin's ball. We'll take the quick throw in and maybe not. Referees now getting together. Was the ruling a foul then against Laurel Highlands? Now the referee's coming out. We have a card issued here?
Yeah, yellow card to Eli.
So the Mustangs issued a yellow card here. Looks like it was going on Eli Mitchell, 25. So Eli Mitchell picking up the yellow card here at the 20:42 mark of the first half. He'll have to sit out for 5 minutes. Just like we saw last night during the Laurel Highlands girls senior night game, which they played against Uniontown. Some cards already flashing here midway through the first half. So Mitchell will have to sit for 5 minutes. We're back underway as Adam Simon sends it down through Baylash off on the near side of Logan Embacker. Margell, a little poke back out over to Dylan Seaman. Going through Todd Brown. Embacker getting back on it. Going low back to Christian Stieber. Pressure there by Margello.
Justin Hartzik.
A little heel back from Stieber. Now Dylan Seaman finding the ball through the midfield. Forward to Justin Hartzik, who just checked in for Eli Mitchell. Hartzik. Off to Steele. Back to Seaman. Now Todd Brown open. A little chip just going wide on the far side. Another good scoring opportunity for Laurel Highlands. Now Christian Hicks to take the goal kick. Going through Adam Simon. Steele picking it up. Up to McLeay. Touched there by Hartzick. Off to Colby Davis. Now McLeay again. Davis on the poke back to Todd Brown. Near side, Margella Fanning. Davis trying to track it down in the corner and the ball going out of play. Another Albert Gallatin goal kick.
Into the game for Albert Gallatin, number 6, Jordan Conchilla.
Albert Gallatin checking in Jordan Conchilla for the first time. Christian Hicks once again to take the goal kick. Hicks a little liner. Played along by Adam Simon. Headed back forward, looking there for Nate Sutton. Play whistle down again. Another foul here on the Mustangs. Simon sends it down. Deflected back to the Mustangs. Here's Braden Steele on the breakouts. Mustangs up 2, looking for another one. Nice run here from Braden Steele. Steele still on it and is kind of losing possession. Lost the ball, going a little too quickly that time. Into the box. A nice little surge into the Albert Gallatin zone. Another goal kick for Christian Hicks. Hartzick puts the pressure on defensively as Stieber pokes it forward. Now Jerry Freider knocking it down for the Mustangs. Off to Seaman, who circles back to Todd Brown. Brown coming forward from 30 yards. Up to Colby Davis, top of the 18. Pressure defensively there by Franzik. Deflected back to Seaman, who sends it wide. Laurel Highlands appealing there for the ball getting last touched off of Albert Gallatin. Waiting for a ruling. That might be the case. Be a corner kick here for the Mustangs. Braden Steele to take it. With 17 minutes left before halftime. Braden going low, looking there for Colby Davis. AG looking for the poke out here from Adam Simon. And Simon's on it, running down the far boundary. Adam Simon. A little pressure coming from behind from Justin Hartzick. Double team comes over from Jerry Freider. Ball went off of Laurel Highlands. And no one home on the throw, and AG trying to go quickly, but just sent right back to Jacob Campbell. Campbell again boots back to center. On over Braden Steele. Justin Hartzick looking for it. Circles back on the far side again through Steele. Another whistle down. Foul going here on the Colonials. Refs calling this one tight so far. Steele on the lob, back into the box. And Hicks again on the scoop up. Hicks sending it back to center again. Margella for Laurel Highlands and Jordan Conchilla for Albert Gallatin. It's Dylan Rice, though, on the poke back out for the Mustangs. AG sending it back on. Off of the Colonials and out as Conchilla attempted to make a run back. Campbell did a nice job shielding the ball. Drawing the goal kick for his team. Another stoppage as the Colonials make a pair of changes here. We'll take a quick timeout on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Number 24, James Baylash.
As we come back, Christian Franzik and Justin Baylash re-enter for Albert Gallatin. Colonials down 2. 14:45 left before halftime. And Jacob Campbell on the boot back to center. AG chasing it back there with Josh Franzik. Body there by Jerry Freider, who fans on the push attempt forward. And now Franzik and Jerry Freider colliding. Freider picks up the foul. A free kick will be taken here by Luke Tarsi. Tarsi on the line ahead. Bouncing wide of the goal. Now to play for Laurel Highlands goal kick.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 25, Eli Mitchell.
The Mustangs bringing Eli Mitchell back
Also
in
into the game
after
for
his
Laurel
yellow
Highlands,
card.
Number 27, Seth Yannick.
Seth Yannick seeing his first match action of the night.
Re-entry for Albert Gallatin, number 13, Mark Flecker.
AG also making a change, bringing Mark Flecker back into the match. Here's Alec McLay, a little open space. McLay has been helped there with Colby Davis. That's Franzik again on the clear outs. Josh off to Christian Franzik. Both involved in that play. Josh a senior, Christian a sophomore. Here's Eli Mitchell. Up to Colby Davis, going a little bit too far that time off the body of Dylan Seaman. Seaman reversing field. Laying it down to Eli Mitchell, fires a line drive that hit the post and in. So the Mustangs getting the benefit of the little bounce off the post and in.
Laurel Highlands.
It's 3-0, Laurel Highlands on the goal by Eli Mitchell, and we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
That side of the iron kind for Laurel Highlands. Eli Mitchell sending it off the near post and into the back of the net for the Mustangs' third goal of the night. Coming here at the 12:53 mark of the first half. Mitchell, Margella, and Davis, the Mustang goal scorers this evening. AG trying to race back here with Christian Franzik. Lost out of play. Another goal kick here for the Mustangs. Have gained control of this match. Even though we're still here in the first half, Laurel Highlands well on their way to snapping a 3-game conference losing streak as Eli Mitchell sends it down the far side, looking for both Justin Hartzik and Alec McLay. We're on the run down for Laurel Highlands. And after the quick clear there from Hicks, Seaman trying to send it back off to Eli Mitchell. Eli regaining. Poking it over to Todd Brown. A little slow reaction there, allowing Justin Baylash to get a piece of it. Sending it ahead to Nate Sutton. Sutton on the run back down. Slowed by Jeremy Abraham. Poked back up to Mitchell. Dances his way around Kalen Stieber. Loses it off on the far side. AG taking another throw in here with Adam Simon. Ball again going out. The sun beginning to set. Ball again sent out of play. Had some rain earlier. Things cleared up for the senior night festivities. This game being played under mostly cloudy skies. A fall harvest moon in the sky tonight. Not sure if it's going to be visible, though, the cloud cover. Ball sent back into McLeay. A poke back off the body of Colby Davis. Was that a handball? Whistled down for the handball. And Christian Hicks will take the free kick. Out of the final 10 minutes of this first half, we played 30. The Mustangs with 3 goals already, looking for a fourth right here. Dylan Seaman off to McLeay. Sent out of the zone. At least outside the 18 by Josh Franzik. Seaman again regaining. Off to Eli Mitchell. Touches over to Todd Brown. Going low through Alec McLeay. And once again scooped up by Christian Hicks. Hicks sending it back to center again. Off the body of Mitchell. Adam Simon sending it ahead. Christian Franzik trying to track it down. Franzik from the far side crosses out in front. A poke there from Yannick. Still on it on the shot attempt from Mark Flecker. Deflected off the Mustangs and out. No ruling is here off of AG and out, so Margella will take the throw in. Over to Dylan Seaman. Looking for space. Up to Eli Mitchell. Nice move around Kalen Stieber. Up to Hartzik. And now McLeay and Hartzik again, but out of his range. A 30 left before halftime.
Re-entry for the Colonials, number 11, Luke Tarsi.
And Luke Tarsi back in on the Albert Gallatin side. Toward our second half here today, we'll pass along all of the Laurel Highlands senior bios. All the seniors that were honored here today. Margella again. Losing it out on the near side. Throw in here for Albert Gallatin. Luke Tarsi to take it. That one going through Justin Baylash. Nate Sutton also on the run ahead. Sutton trying to get around Jeremy Abraham. A little poke back to Adam Simon. Todd Brown on the pressure, winning the ball back for the Mustangs. Up to Dylan Seaman. Seaman, plenty of open space here through the midfield. Seaman still on it, off to his right. Pokes forward to Margella. Don Margella looking for his second of the night. Crosses back on the left. Over to Justin Hartzik. Hartzik low shots. And the save made there by Christian Hicks. Hartzik looking for a goal off the bench. A few more changes. Braden Steele back in for the Mustangs.
Number 8, Braden Steele. Into the game for Albert Gallatin, number 9, Cole Rager.
And Cole Rager in on the Albert Gallatin side. Lights now on as Eli Mitchell gets set to take the corner kick from the far side. Mitchell headed there by McLeay. Another save from Christian Hicks. Hicks doing what he can to try to keep his team in this match. There's Steele again. Coming low over to Colby Davis. Tracks it down right at the flag. Ball going off of AG and out. Davis reloads. Over to Seaman. Back to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell little low shots. And the save made out in front there by Hicks. Went off of Hicks and out. Should be another corner kick here for the Mustangs. Nice to see former Mustang Timmy Lucas in the house tonight. Graduated a season ago was Eli Mitchell on the corner over the head of Dylan Seaman. Braden Steele will try to track it down, heels it back. The only player in the vicinity, Albert Gallatin's Cole Rager. Rager now trying to work his way out of his own zone. That one last touched by Braden Steele. Rager and the Colonials back on it again. Little lob ahead off the body there of Seaman. Circles back over to Steele, comes forward. Got around Stieber. Centers out in front. McLay lets it go back to Hartzik. Wasn't able to get a shot away. Mustangs the last to touch that one going out. AG on the quick break back. Slowed down there by Yannick. 3-0 if you're just joining us. All Laurel Highlands. Colby Davis scoring at the 22:07 mark of the first half. Dom Margella adding a goal at the 21:48 mark. Those two goals 19 seconds apart. Then Eli Mitchell making it 3-0. Mitchell had picked up a yellow card at the 20:42 mark of the first half, but getting a goal after coming back in at the 12:53 mark to make it 3-0 Mustangs. Now Seaman again circling back off to his right, going through Todd Brown. And the only player in the vicinity, Cole Rager again for Albert Gallatin. Taking it back to Mitchell. Now Seaman again. Dylan on the run forward. Low ball deflected down out in front. McLay now. And Davis battling. Davis finds it and gets his second goal of the night. First half brace for Colby Davis. 4-0 Mustangs. 4:23 left before halftime. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Goal number 11, Colby Davis.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Laurel Highlands now up 4-0. Pair of goals tonight for Colby Davis.
Re-entry for Albert Gallatin, number 2, Adam Simon.
Adam Simon now back into the match on the Colonial side. Mustangs cruising right now. Second half should allow the Mustangs to get some of their younger players in this match as well. Eli Mitchell again coming forward over to McLean, turning, shooting, but getting blocked there by Franzik. Deflected over to Justin Hartzik. AG on the poke ahead down to Christian Franzik. Yannick, a little poke back for the Mustangs. 3:45 left here in the first half. Mitchell off to his right to Todd Brown. Brown going at it there with Rager. Rager winning it forward, but losing out of play was Max Miller. Check that, 24. That was Baylash, not Miller. Losing it out. Mustangs break back. Mitchell has shots. Just going wide. It seemed like for the first 10 minutes or so of this match, things were pretty evenly played.
Re-entry for the Colonials, number 11.
During the second 10-minute stanza, the Mustangs certainly had the better of these scoring opportunities, and then getting 2 goals 19 seconds apart from Davis and Margella. Mitchell adding one about 9 minutes later, and then Davis getting the 4th Mustang goal of the half at the 4:23 mark.
Into the game for Albert Gallatin, also number 19, Andrew Larkin.
Andrew Larkin in the match for the first time tonight on the AG side. Hartzik again on the far side. Up to McLay. Now Hartzik again. Knocked down by Mark Flecker and sent out.
Into the game for the Mustangs, number 29, Jason Cooper.
Jason Cooper now seeing his first match action on the Laurel Highlands side. Mustangs take the throw in. Davis, another nice move, pokes it ahead. Play ruled offsides. Looking there for Alec McLeay with the post on the shot, wouldn't have counted. And would have went in to the offside signal. Final 1:44 now of the first half. Jacob Campbell, a little lob back here on the near side. Knocked down by Albert Gallatin's Luke Tarsi. And Andrew Larkin had a shot at it, but lost it out of play. And look out. Here's Braden Steele breaking back for the Mustangs. Touch over to Davis. Now Steele again from the corner, looking to cross out in front. Going right again to the keeper, Christian Hicks. Hicks another boot back to center. Sutton is there. Off his left to Larkin. Pressured by Cooper, who wins the ball forward to Seaman again. Dylan Seaman, low through ball to Alec McLeay. Can he catch up with it? No, the keeper.
1 minute.
Hicks is going to find it as we go under a minute left here in the first half. Hicks again back to center. Seaman again knocks it down. Forward to Cooper. Off to his left, touch from McLeay. Mitchell goes high to McLeay again. And losing it there to the keeper right of Hicks. Rolled off of Albert Gallatin and out, so the Mustangs get a late corner kick. Sending most of the troops forward here. Mitchell again to take it. Little action into the box, headed there by Cooper. Kept out at the line. And then we do have a goal here deflected in. Might have been Alec McLeay getting a piece of it to make it 5-0. So in the scrum,
number 7, Alec
McLeay gets the goal here on senior night. 19 seconds left here in the first half, and it's 5-0. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Back underway quickly. Ball lost out there by Larkin.
8, 7, 6, 5.
The Mustangs have to be happy with their first half performance.
2, 1.
Bouncing back with a 5-goal lead here at the break.
And we're at halftime here at
And we'll take a quick timeout with Laurel Highlands up 5-0 over Albert Gallatin. Here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Everyone, that the concession stand is open. Sneak on over to get something to eat or drink through our 10-minute intermissions, all sponsored by the Laurel Highlands Boys Soccer Boosters. And again, a reminder to everyone, there is no smoking anywhere in the area and in the property of Laurel Highlands.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
We're back here at halftime. Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin by a score of 5-0 after a scoreless initial, close to 18 minutes to start this match. Colby Davis got the first goal of the match at the 22:07 mark of the first half to put Laurel Highlands up 1-0. 19 seconds later, Dom Marghello followed with a goal at the 21:48 mark of the first half. It was 2-0 Laurel Highlands. Eli Mitchell picked up a yellow card at the 20:42 mark of the first half. Came back 5 minutes later and scored at the 12:53 mark of the first half to give the Mustangs a 3-0 lead. Colby Davis getting his second goal of the first half. First half brace for Davis. 4-0 Laurel Highlands at the 4:23 mark of the first half. And Alec McLay closing out the first half, scoring after a corner kick, a little action out in front. And McLay the last to find the ball before it went past Christian Hicks. And that's where we stand here at the break, 5-0. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. The Mustangs well on their way to improving to 9-4-1 on the season. If you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, we'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates, facebook.com/South Union TV. Yet here at halftime, 5-0 Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Senior night for the Mustangs. And we're back with second half match action right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Laurel Highlands in this match, leading Albert Gallatin by a score of 5-0. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupé back here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Senior night for the Mustangs. Albert Gallatin starting the second half of the match with the ball, looking for their first goal of the night. Christian Franzik down the near side. Losing it out of play. And Jerry Freiter will take the throw in. And will lob into Dylan Seaman. Played back to the keeper, Jacob Campbell. A little pressure there from Nate Sutton. Campbell sends it down on the far side. The sun is set. Totally under the lights for the second half. Dylan Rice off to Campbell. And last touch by the Mustangs going out in front of the Colonials bench. Touched along to Alec McLay. Poking down to Braden Steele. Steele coming free again. Braden shooting and a diving. Stopped there by Christian Hicks, showing his hops, going up high. Deflect that ball over the crossbar and outs. It'll be a corner kick, though, for the Mustangs. Todd Brown to take it from the far side. Todd, a line drive. Bouncing around out in front. McLay looking for it. Coming back here to Dylan Seaman. Sent off to Todd Brown. Brown fire shot blocked. Trying to get it back. Christian Stieber defending. Ball going off of Laurel Highlands and out. Link Tarsi will take the throw in. Saw Todd Brown involved in that last play. It was one of the seniors honored here today. It was escorted by his parents, Nancy and Robert Brown. Has been playing soccer for 14 years. Member of the National Honor Society, Penn State Fayette, and United Bank 4.0 Club. The Few Foundation highest honor roll. Spanish club, SAD club, Fayette County Youth Indoor Soccer Travel Team. Mustangs looking for another one here. McLay, top of the 18. Back to Dylan Seaman, firing and scoring. 6 goals tonight now for Laurel Highlands. Dylan Seaman getting his first of the night. It's the Mustangs in a rout. The goal coming at the 37-26 mark of the second half. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Laurel Highlands lead now at 6-0 after the Dylan Seaman goal. We've also been passing along our senior bios for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the seniors that were honored here today. We're talking about Todd Brown when Dylan Seaman scored that last goal, mentioning some of Todd's activities, including the highest honor roll, Spanish club, SAD club, Fayette County Youth Indoor Soccer Travel Team in the Independent Soccer League. His most memorable moment, scoring a free kick goal against Ringgold. After graduation, plans to attend college and study pharmacology. Wanted to send a special thank you out to his parents, his coaches, and to his teammates. Todd Brown, one of the Mustangs honored here today, and certainly a memorable senior night with Laurel Highlands well in control of this game. Up by a score of 6-0. AG looking for a little break back, and the ball rolling in to Jacob Campbell. Campbell will be back next season, only a junior this year. Dylan Seaman also back. Seaman scoring that last goal for Laurel Highlands. There's Braden Steele coming forward. Braden off to his left, firing. Shot was blocked there out in front by Josh Franzik. Look at the concession stand. Plenty of goodies down there. The place is filled up as the night has progressed. I think a little bit of the rain earlier on kept a few folks away as the Mustangs take the corner kick. Mitchell over to Steele. Is missing low on the near side. Might have been deflected there by Logan Embacker going out, but the ruling is going to be a goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. Unfortunately, Laurel Highlands losing for the second half of the season. Connor Rapp. Connor's been such a vital part of this Laurel Highlands team over the 4 years that he's played here for the Mustangs. Connor's been so valuable through the fact that he's been able to play both offense, defense, can really play any position on the field where Coach Rogers wants him. And he was escorted here today by his parents, Brent and Christy Rapp. Connor's been playing soccer for 13 years. Member of the National Honor Society, Junior Achievement, Penn State 4.0 Club, Ski Club, SAD Club, Academy of Finance. It's impressive about so many of these kids, how well they excel in the classroom as well. Quick whistle here Foul going on the Colonials. Connor also a member of the boys middle school soccer team as an assistant coach. The Fayette County Youth Soccer Club, the Century United Club, currently plays for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds Development Academy. And the Riverhounds have done such a great job here around southwestern Pennsylvania to excel youth soccer. And there's a deflection from Braden Steele. And the ball finally deflected out off of Christian Hicks going out. Mustangs coming very close there to getting their 7th goal of the match, taking a quick corner kick. Seaman on a header. That'll go out here on the near side. Connor's most memorable soccer moment, winning his first Riverhounds game after his team scored a goal in the last 2 minutes of the game. After graduation, Connor will be attending York College to play soccer and study pre-med. Talk about a bright guy. As AG tries to race back. And Connor wanted to send a special thank you out to his parents and his family. And to the entire Riverhounds Soccer Academy as well. Mustangs have certainly missed Connor Rapp on the field over the second half of the 2017 season. And Laurel Highlands in control of this one tonight, up 6-0. Still 33 minutes left of regulation time. AG looking for a little break back here with Christian Franzik. Jacob Campbell again finding the loose ball there for the Mustangs, rolling it back out to Eli Mitchell. Eli, a little spin through the midfield. Still on the run. Eli still coming forward. Pokes it off, looking there for Steele on the deflection to McLay in open space, unable to finish. A little fan on that shot from Alec. Alec scoring a goal right before halftime with 19 seconds left in the first half here today. He was also honored here on senior night. His parents, Richard and Renee, escorted Alec here today. He's played soccer for 14 years. Also plays on the Laurel Highlands baseball team. Kicker on the Laurel Highlands football team. Member of the SAD Club, Church League basketball, and American Legion baseball team. Another opportunity for Dylan Seaman. Shot blocked there by Josh Franzik and deflected out of play. Will be another Laurel Highlands corner kick. Tom Marchella to take it. This one too high and wide. Back to Alec McLean, his most memorable soccer moment, beating Greensburg-Salem 2-0 in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs last year. After graduation, Alec plans to study sports psychology. His college choice still undecided. And he wanted to send a special thank you out to his parents, his siblings, his grandparents for always being at the games for him. Also to Coach Jerry and his teammates. Loves everyone here he's played for over the years. Still 6-0. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Jeremy Abraham on the defense. Freiter, a little header. Mustangs trying to get it out. Abraham sending it forward to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell spinning back, sending it up the field. McLay over to Steele. Looking for the 7th goal of the match, and he has it. Braden Steele scoring here at the 30-34 mark of the second half.
The Laurel Highlands goal by number 8, Braden.
Lead now at 7-0. We'll take another timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. Davis & Davis, helping the injured.
In any endeavor, experience is probably the most important factor, but it's got to be the right kind of experience. Experience in the community where the case is tried, where the jurors live, where the judges work. We've been doing this since 1976 at Davis & Davis. That's a long time.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Back here at Laurel Highlands, now 7-0. The Mustangs leading the Albert Gallatin Colonials here on senior night. The Mustangs, for the most part, have spread around the scoring. Colby Davis, a pair of goals. Dom Margella scoring, Eli Mitchell getting a goal. McLay the goal right before halftime, and Seaman and Steele getting goals here in the second half. So 7 goals scored by 6 different players.
Number 13, Josh Phillips.
So far tonight, the Mustangs will start to empty the bench as Josh Phillips checks in. Mustang Jr. Jerry Freider triggered this one in for the Mustangs, and Freider, another Laurel Highlands senior, is honored here today as McLay looks for Colby Davis. This one will bounce all the way back to Christian Hicks. Tell you a little bit about Jerry Freider. He was escorted here today by his parents, Tricia and Jerry Freider. He's played soccer for 13 years. Other activities include hockey, the math competition team, National Honor Society, and the French Club. Mustangs still buzzing here. AG another clear out. Going off of Freider, deflected over to Braden Steele. Poke ahead. Steele trying to regain. Mustangs looking for it on the backside. Brown off to Margella. Knocked down by Davis. Davis back in the box. Quick whistle. Push called. Was it inside the 18? Now it's going to be on Laurel Highlands, looks like. So the Mustangs start to back up a little bit. We'll wait and see. Players unsure. Mustangs think it's on the Colonials. And that's the call. And they're going to rule this just outside the 18-yard box. Boy, right on the edge. It's still a free kick from a very dangerous spot. And AG, but a 7-player wall. Our camera can zoom out there a little bit. Watch that wall. There you go. As Brown fires, deflected loose. And knocked out a play. Actually hit the official in the face. An injury timeout for the official. Caught him up high with 28-18 left here in the second half. So we'll step aside for a quick timeout with the Mustangs up 7-0 over the Colonials here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
We're back underway after the injury timeout due to an injury with one of our officials here today. Tom Marquardt and Rich Medvitz. As Christian Hicks sends it along. We're passing along our senior bios on the Laurel Highlands side throughout the course of this game. There's Braden Steele, top of the 18. Touch there for McLay. Now Jerry Freider getting back involved. We were talking about Jerry. We had the last little bit of action. Jerry's most memorable soccer moment sitting on the bench while slowly slipping in to the state of hypothermia. Wonder what game that was during. He plans to attend college for engineering. Another bright kid for Laurel Highlands. I wanted to send a special thank you to his parents and his family. And Jerry Freider.
For the Colonials, number 15, Hunter Sexton.
Jerry also has in here, it's scratched out, but he's a big Penguins fan.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands.
His favorite Penguin, Phil Kessel.
Also number 15, Justin Hartzick. And into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 12, Luciano McElprang.
Mustangs now really clearing their bench with 27 minutes left in regulation time. Up 7-0. A low ball forward there to Luciano McElprang, another Mustang junior. Track it down. Might not even have to play a JV team or JV game here with a lot of the junior varsity players getting a lot of action here on both sides late in this match, and still plenty of match time left. 26:40 left here in the second half. That might affect the actual time of the junior varsity game when all is said and done. Might shorten that up a little bit. Very rare to see the varsity game actually played before the JV game here at Laurel Highlands, as was the case here tonight. Mustangs another break forward and a low shot going wide from Josh Phillips. Mustangs making another change. He had Zach Layton.
Into the game from Laurel Highlands, number 40, Zach Layton.
Freshman. Coming in with the score at 7-0. Mustangs another intercept there after the clear from Hicks. Seaman firing. Another diving stop from Christian Hicks. Has been busy this evening. Another one of the Mustang seniors honored here today, Dom Marchella. He's known as Mr. School Spirit around Laurel Highlands. His father, Tony, and his mother, Terry, escorted him here today. Dom's been playing soccer for 13 years. The Mustangs, another through ball forward here to Alec McLay, and the stop from Christian Hicks. 13 years of playing soccer for Dom, member of the Fayette County Youth Soccer Club, PA West travel soccer team, and various other camps, including the South Union Indoor Soccer SAD, part of the Country Club Beautification Project, and the Dr. Seuss Family Reading Night. He was voted the most school spirit at Laurel Highlands. As Jacob Campbell take this free kick for the Mustangs. Sending it down the field over McElprang. McLay trying to lay it down. Might have been last touch going out off of Albert Gallatin's Hunter Sexton. Will be a Laurel Highlands corner kick here.
Into the game for Laurel
Looks like
Highlands.
Josh Phillips will take it as Daniel Grimm
Also
checks into the match for the Mustangs, along with Brendan Marzano. There's Phillips to take the corner kick. Lefty for a little action into the box, but cleared out by Christian Stieber. Abraham retreats, going through Yannick, sent back by Hunter Sexton of Albert Gallatin. The Colonials look to break back now with Van Houten. And talking about Dom Marchella and the other Laurel Highlands seniors here today. His most memorable soccer moments, beating Belle Vernon 2-1 earlier on this year. Jacob Campbell sending it back to center. Dom plans to go to college, major yet to be determined. He wanted to send a special thank you out to his parents for giving him an amazing life, his coaches for bringing him this far, and to his friends for always making him laugh. Dom Marchella, Mr. School Spirits in Laurel Highlands. Ball deflected out here on the near side.
Re-entry for Albert Gallatin, number 4, Christian Franzik.
Christian Franzik back in on the AG side as Jordan Conchilla. No, check that, 16. Kalen Stieber, not 6 Conchilla, taking the throw in. Down the near boundary to Christian Franzik. Christian racing back, 22 minutes left in regulation time. Colonial slips there, that was Sutton. Mustangs play it back to center. To Josh Phillips. Sending it off to Hartzik. Hartzik to his left. Defended well by Christian Stieber. Sent it off to Mark Flecker. His first poke forward was deflected down, got it back, and sends it off to Christian Franzik. Christian down the near boundary and outs. Laurel Highlands throwing a couple more seniors to get to. Dylan Rice was escorted here today by his mother Carrie Browell and father Todd Rice. Dylan's been playing soccer for 14 years. He's also a member of the Laurel Highlands swim and dive teams and placed 13th in last year's state diving championship. Great accomplishment there for Dylan. I have another opportunity to go back at it during his senior year. He's also maintained, and this has been a theme of the night, high honors throughout his high school career. As a member of the Ski Club and Manufacturing Academy. Mustangs another cross going into the side of the net. Dylan's most memorable soccer moments, the fun times of the California University summer camps. He plans to go to college and pursue a degree in technology. And Dylan wanted to send a special thank you out to his mom and dad, sisters, coaches, and teammates, and his friends for only supporting him throughout his soccer career here at Laurel Highlands. Dylan Rice. Mustangs up 7-0 if you're just joining us. 5 goals scored in the first half. 2 here in the second half. Mustangs have had 6 different players score the 7 goals here tonight. The only multiple goal scorer, Colby Davis, a pair of goals in the first half. So Laurel Highlands well on their way to snapping a 3-game conference losing streak. Trying to shore up third place in the conference. Top 4 teams qualify for the WPIAL playoffs. Those 4 teams already decided. Bell Vernon and Ringgold playing for first place in the conference tonight. Laurel Highlands and Trinity have also clinched playoff spots. The Mustangs and the Hillers split the season series. Both teams winning on their home fields. Our last Mustang senior, I'm going to pass along a senior bio on here today. The last goal scorer in this match for Laurel Highlands, Braden Steele. Get to Braden's bio in just a moment. Josh Phillips taking a corner kick here. Mustangs looking for their 8th goal of the night. Comes all the way back over to Seth Yannick, who sends it high and out of play as we go under 19.5 minutes left here in regulation time. Braden Steele was escorted here today by his mother Bobby Joe Firestone and father Howard Firestone. Braden's played soccer for 14 years. Member of the quiz team, the National Honor Society. Junior achievement, math competition, musical, and choir. His most memorable soccer moment, scoring a 30-yard screamer against Soup in a pointless 5-0 JV game to make the score 5-1. Wonder who Soup would be. Oh, that would be Jacob Campbell, okay. I gotcha, Campbell Soup. Barry giving me all the info. So I guess he scored an own goal then, Barry?
Yeah, well, it was a JV game.
So Barry's...
Yeah, it was a varsity against a JV, and he was on the JV team, and it was 5-0, so his goal meant nothing. So
I gotcha. So Barry giving me the little details behind the story. I gotcha. It was a JV versus a varsity game. His team was down 5-0, but he got one by Jacob Campbell. That would certainly be a poignant nickname. Campbell Soup. Always nice to have the backstory. After graduation, Braden plans to attend college and wants to continue playing soccer and study political science. As McLay sends this one high, actually hit the football crossbar again. And Braden wanted to send a special thank you out to his coaches and teammates for always pushing him to become better, and especially to his parents for supporting him through his many years of soccer and those years still to come. Braden Steele. Always enjoy reading through those senior bios.
Re-entry for Albert.
Laurel Highlands well in control of this match. Up 7-0. James Baylash re-entering.
Number 9, Evan McClay.
On the Albert Gallatin side, Evan McClay.
Number 3, Daniel Myers.
And on the Laurel Highlands side, Daniel Myers also
number 34,
checking
Dante
in.
Capuzzi.
And Dante Capuzzi seeing some match action as well.
Number 29, Jason Cooper.
And Jason Cooper back in. It's not many players out there who started the match still in. One that is Alec McClay. Dancing with it there in the box. AG trying to poke it back out. Leighton going low. Deflected back through Dante Capuzzi. And AG on the run back. Franzic's run stopped there by Cooper. At 16:40 left here in the second half. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupang, and we thank you for joining us here on the South Union Township Sports Network for Laurel Highlands boys senior night soccer game against Albert Gallatin. Cooper again playing it back to Campbell. Now Soup will send it out on the far side. I like that nickname for him. Of course, you can watch our broadcast on Armstrong Channel 61, Atlantic Broadband Channel 17. And also, check us out on YouTube. Cool thing about our YouTube page, you can watch the games whenever you like. Available on demand all the time. Just go to youtube.com, search South Union TV. You'll get program updates. If you subscribe to our YouTube page, you'll get notifications every time we update a new program and get a new game online. Also have the South Union Township Supervisors meetings on there. Some weekly talk shows. Taped one on the Sheepskin Trail, which has been airing. And we should have one up very soon on the Uniontown Country Club as well. Looking forward to that. Also have some of the Laurel Highlands School Board meetings on the channel. Always catch up on what's going on around South Union Township and the Laurel Highlands School District. Another way to get program updates as the Mustangs check in Colby Livingston. We have a Facebook page as well, South Union TV. You also search South Union Television Sports Network on Facebook as well. Just like the YouTube page. Click the little like button on our Facebook page. All of our uploads are also updated on the Facebook page as well. We also post some photos of some of our game broadcasts. Let you know some of the games that we're taping, where we're at. Catch up on all that info as well. Certainly been busier during the fall season. The Laurel Highlands football games have been here on the network every Friday. Mustangs making another run there with a very talented freshman, Colby Livingston, who's gotten plenty of playing time this season. Mustangs in action against West Mifflin. Well, it's nice to be able to watch those road games as well. You know, tough for a lot of the folks around the area sometimes to make it out to the road games, especially when you have those hour-long trips like the Mustangs have out to West Mifflin. Always watch the games online or on TV. Replays up Sunday nights. Airing on both Atlantic Broadband and Armstrong Cable. Uploaded usually late Sundays on the YouTube page as well. It's amazing sometimes the hits we get in the overnight periods. Obviously, some of you out there don't sleep much. We appreciate if you're up in the middle of the night watching some of our broadcasts at your convenience. 13:20 left here in the second half. Laurel Highlands up 7-0 over Albert Gallatin. Thought for a while might have a close one here tonight. Match was actually scoreless for the first 17-plus minutes. First goal of the night wasn't until the 22:07 mark of the first half. Scored by Colby Davis. Davis with 2 tonight. Dom Argella, Eli Mitchell, Alec McLean, Dylan Seaman, and Braden Steele also scoring goals for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Again, the Laurel Highlands boys, they've clinched a playoff spots. And still a few more regular season games left. One more conference game at Uniontown. try to bring you that game as well here on the network. And then 2 non-conference games, one at West Mifflin, and the final home game of the year on October the 16th against Connellsville. That game was rescheduled from earlier on this season. It was originally scheduled in a tight week where the Mustangs had 4 matches and moved to the end of the season. We'd expect the playoffs to be somewhere around the weekend of October the 20th and the 21st, usually when the WPIAL playoffs get underway. Mustangs were fortunate. Both the Laurel Highlands boys and the girls got a chance to host playoff games last year. Of course, Laurel Highlands defeating Greensburg-Salem in the first round before losing to Thomas Jefferson in the quarterfinals. Both games were 2-0 scores. The 2-0 win on October the 22nd of last year. The Mustangs losing a 2-0 decision October the 26th of last year. That game against TJ played at Elizabeth Forward High School. The Mustangs getting into the playoffs this year. Laurel Highlands now will have qualified for the playoffs in 5 of the last 6 years. Quite an accomplishment when you consider, if you go back the previous 7 years, the Mustangs had only made it once during that span. So Laurel Highlands certainly upping the quality of the soccer program and looking to continue that success here in 2017. A little run started back during the 2012 season. Laurel Highlands winning a preliminary round game over West Mifflin before losing to Mars in the first round. That West Mifflin game was played up at Bell Vernon High School. That was the first year I had an opportunity to do some games here on the network. Corner kick taken there by Flecker, deflected wide. The Mustangs and the Titans met again in 2013. Again, it went the way of Laurel Highlands in the first round. Mustangs bowed out to South Fayette in the quarterfinals. 2014, Laurel Highlands first round playoff win down at South Moreland. Lost to South Park in the quarterfinals. A game played at Thomas Jefferson High School. Mustangs didn't see the postseason in 2015, going 7-8-3. And again, as we mentioned last year, 14-5-1 first round win over Greensburg-Salem before that quarterfinal loss to Thomas Jefferson. Laurel Highlands has never been past the quarterfinal round in program history as far as boys soccer goes. Certainly like to change that soon. Unfortunately, due to some injuries, Mustangs might have a tough time doing that here in 2017, but you never know. That's why they play the game. We'll have all of the Mustang playoff action for you as well here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands well on their way to another win over Albert Gallatin. It'll be 9 straight in the series for the Mustangs over the Colonials. Last Albert Gallatin win, you have to go back to October the 20th of 2009. Final game of the 09 season, a 1-0 win for AG over Laurel Highlands as Jacob Campbell will take the free kick here. Sending it back down to Colby Livingston. Livingston on the run forward. Touches it down to the far side over to Evan McAlay. Crosses back out in front. Ball still loose far post. Phillips trying to track it down. Comes back outside the 18. Settles it back down around the midfield, and the Mustangs lose possession there as the Colonials look to break back with Jordan Conchilla. Seth Yannick, though, stepping in and knocking it out on the far side. Albert Gallatin, they've never been to the WPIAL playoffs since their school was formed in the mid-90s. The high mark total for wins in a season came back in 2010 and went 6-12. It's been tough trying to get their soccer program going, coming off a 4-12-1 season a year ago. And early on, as we mentioned, it looked like you could certainly see an improvement in this AG program from where they had been over the last couple of seasons, but the Mustangs really flexing their muscle midway through the first half and really controlled things since. The 2 dominant wins for Laurel Highlands this year over Albert Gallatin. The Mustangs won 7-0 over Albert Gallatin earlier on this season down in York Run. with a win here tonight as AG getting set to take a corner kick from the far side. Once again, the team's emptying out the benches.
Number 19, Andrew Larkin.
Andrew Larkin,
Gallatin, number 21.
one of the new entries. Max Miller also in. Miller wearing number 21. Nevin Mahalov seeing his first match action.
12, Luciano McElprang.
McElprang back in on the Mustang side.
For Laurel Highlands, number 2, Ali Garcia.
Corner taken here by Flecker.
Number 22.
Coming loose here on the near side. Colonials trying to track it down.
Brewster. Number 38, Ian Smith. And number 14, Patrick Hickle.
And hopefully you can hear Barry in the background with all those new re-entries. Number of them there for Laurel Highlands.
Thank you, Jerry.
I think Barry got a little assistance there on some of the new entries into the game. 6 new players into the game on the Mustangs side. I think if you dressed, you've played here today for Laurel Highlands. Up 7-0, 6:23 left in regulation. And the win will improve Laurel Highlands to 5-3-1 in the conference. Trinity was nipping at the Mustangs' heels at 4-4. Hillers were hosting Uniontown tonight. Mentioned the Ringgold Bell Vernon game for first place in the conference. Laurel Highlands came into the week number 10 in the WPIAL and AAA. Wonder if that mark might fall after their loss on the road to Ringgold to another week at number 9. Bell Vernon ranked 5th this week. Rapp sporting an impressive overall record, 10-1-1 on the season. One thing that impressed me about Ringgold earlier on this week, their team speed. They're very quick against Laurel Highlands in that 5-0 win. That was a game we were expecting to be a close one coming in. Really dominated by the Rams earlier on this week. Laurel Highlands girls also trying to lock down a playoff spots, and they got a little help earlier on this week with a win over Uniontown and a Greensburg-Salem loss. Right now, the Mustangs a 2-game lead over Greensburg-Salem for the 4th and final playoff spot in the conference. Those two teams will meet
Re-entry for the Colonials
on Monday night at Greensburg-Salem. A win for Laurel Highlands will clinch a playoff spot. If Greensburg-Salem picks up a win, that'll certainly tighten things up in the conference with the season series split between the two schools. And you would have still 2 conference games remaining for each team. Laurel Highlands 2 pretty tough ones against Mount Pleasant and Bell Vernon. So even though the Mustangs holding that 2-game lead for 4th place for the Laurel Highlands girls, I think you still have to look at that match against Greensburg-Salem as a must-win. It would lock up a playoff spot. If it would happen to fall there on the road, it would certainly pull the Golden Lions back into the race. And with 2 tough games against Mount Pleasant and Bell Vernon, those 2 teams currently sitting above the Mustangs in 2nd and 3rd in the conference. If Greensburg-Salem's able to pick up a couple of wins down the stretch, the Mustangs could find themselves on the outside looking in when the WPIAL playoffs get underway for girls soccer. But the Laurel Highlands girls sporting, at the time of this taping, a very impressive 7-4-1 overall record, 5-4 conference record. They still have 2 home games remaining, a big conference home game, October the 11th against Mount Pleasant, and a non-conference game against Greensburg Central Catholic on October the 12th. Maybe Barry can clarify for me. Barry, my schedule is showing a 4 o'clock start time for that GCC game on the 12th.
You mean the girls?
Yes.
7:15.
Barry's telling me 7:15.
It's a Thursday, yeah. 7:15, no JV.
Okay. Schedule I had here through the Post-Gazette that was updated today at 4 o'clock, so we'll still double check on that. 3 minutes left here in the second half. 7-0. The Laurel Highlands boys a dominating performance here on Senior Day against Albert Gallatin. And again, 6 different Mustangs scoring in the match. Colby Davis, Dom Margella, Eli Mitchell, Davis, of course, with 2, Alec McLean, Dylan Seaman, and Braden Steele. And there's Jacob Campbell well on his way to picking up a clean sheet for the Mustangs here today. .230 now left. Ball picked up there by Patrick Hickle. And rolled back to Christian Hicks. Headed along by Zach Layton. Nice to see the Mustangs get everyone involved here tonight. And Albert Gallatin as well. Both teams emptying out their bench. Final 2 minutes. Free kick here for the Mustangs. Run of 5-0 at halftime, really cruised. Brendan Marzano will take this free kick from about 40 yards out. Angles it on the far side. Deflects around the top of the box. Layton trying to knock it down. Colonials looking to clear it out. Going over to Aiden Van Houten. Mustangs circle it back over to Brendan Marzano. Layton another touch. Coming in open space there to Chris Kuzer, another Mustang freshman. 1:19 now left.
Into the game for Albert Gallatin, number 1, Evan Beaumarriage. One minute.
Evan Beaumarriage to take this throw in for Albert Gallatin. As we go under a minute left. Luciano McElprang breaking back. You can tell he's a good skill set. Mustang Jr. Just by the way he plays. Lobbed in by Bruzda. Over to McElprang looking for the cross. Deflected out. 30 seconds left. One last corner here for the Mustangs. Taken here by Ian Smith. Little chip.
10, 9.
From Marzano. Save made by Christian Hicks, and that'll do it.
4.
Laurel Highlands a 7-0 win over Albert Gallatin here on senior night for the Mustangs. And both teams getting everyone involved.
And that is our ball game. The final score of the Laurel
And 7-0 your final.
And the Albert Gallatin Colonials 0.
Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, 7-0. Laurel Highlands wins it over Albert Gallatin. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.